Hey everyone, I'm Christine Stevens, owner and founder of Sleep Solutions by Christine, and welcome to the podcast, Help My Kid Won't Sleep, the podcast where exhausted parents from around the world get the answers to their sleep questions about their babies, toddlers, and children's sleep. Thanks for being here. Now let's get started. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first episode of Help My Kid Won't Sleep, the podcast where I help exhausted parents from around the world who feel like they have tried everything to get their kids to sleep. I'm here to help you create healthy, independent sleepers for life. I'm Christine Stevens, your host and children's sleep consultant. I'm Christine Stevens, your host of Help My Kid Won't Sleep. And again, I'm so excited to be here for the introduction of my new podcast. Just like me, if you're listening, you're probably a parent that is looking for information and you really want your kid to sleep. You know, they're going to keep those healthy, independent sleep skills for life, and you want to teach them now, and you want some more sleep now. I get it. Today, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about my story, how I got here, and then we're going to talk a little bit more about the podcast and really what you can expect in future episodes. So this podcast, Help My Kid Won't Sleep, was created as a way for you to get unbiased, straightforward, science-based information about your child's sleep. Because there are endless websites, books, opinions out there about kids and babies' sleep. I just want to help you get through the mountains of information and find your path to a good night's sleep for your entire family. Throughout my years as a coach and consultant about sleep, I've worked with thousands of families all over the world to support them as they learned new and different ways to teach their children to sleep and get the best quality sleep that they can. My experience with those families has just given me so much information, and I want to be able to share it with you free of charge in every single episode. I want to give you content that's going to educate you and really help you on your sleep journey, because that's exactly what sleep is, and learning a new way to do it is a journey. Change doesn't happen overnight. We all know that, but it can happen way quicker than you think. And finally, I want to make sure that I keep each episode under 30 minutes because, good gravy, we're all busy enough already. Am I right, moms? So while this podcast is going to mostly focus on sleep for babies, toddlers, and children, you're also going to hear from some really great experts in the field of parenting. Remember, kids don't come with a manual. We're all trying to figure it out as we go along. But it's nice to really have those options and really figure out what's going to work best for you and your family. I want to give you as much information and tools as possible so you can be the best parent possible. So whether you've just brought home the new baby, maybe it's your first, or you've got a toddler or even older child. Yes, older children, older than 4 or 5 years old and up, still have sleep issues, then this podcast is definitely for you. You're going to learn all about sleep. You're going to get resources, specific steps to help you in so many different situations. And I can't wait to introduce you to really some great experts in the field of parenting. I'm really happy to be embarking on this journey with you because I am also a parent too. I have been that sleepy parent Googling at 2 o'clock in the morning, help my baby sleep, and wondering why my kid wasn't sleeping. Was I alone? Heck no. And I'm definitely not the last one to wonder why their kid wasn't sleeping at night. The best part about this podcast is that I am going to spill my best sleep secrets for free. I am not the type of sleep consultant to hand you a cookie cutter sleep plan and send you on your merry way and hope it works well. I like to teach my families about sleep. And I've had so many opportunities to work with one-on-one with tired parents, large and small companies, group classes. Everyone just wants more sleep, but really a lot of parents just aren't sure where to to start. And that's what I'm here to help with. Because to say that I am passionate about sleep is an understatement. Now that I get to sleep all night long, uninterrupted, except when the cats kind of wake me up every once in a while, but wake up every morning rested, ready to start my day, you get really protective of your sleep and you make sure that you want to have those awesome mornings too. Because what's that one thing that I can't live without in the morning? And this is a little bit about me, is I can't live without my morning workout routine. Totally sets just sets the tone for the entire day. And I just want to make sure that I start every day with a little bit of exercise. I'm so much happier. And when I don't get my exercise in the morning because I've had a rough night of sleep, trust me, it happens to sleep consultants too. We all have rough nights here and there. But it totally sets the tone. So I want to make sure that I have those great mornings. I want to make sure you get those great mornings as well. But I meet parents all in different stages of their parenting journey who are going to need help. Because that's what we do as sleep consultants. We're here to help in any way we can. I love figuring out really what's the issue and giving parents goals and options that we can work towards so that their whole family sleeps all night long. Do I get to have fun in this job? Oh, you betcha. My clients will tell you I'm pretty no nonsense. Very decisive, but I also like to have fun. I like to laugh. I am one of those people that likes to find just kind of humor in everything. Because, hey, whoever thought poop would be this funny until I became a parent? Now I laugh all about it. Find the humor, and, it just makes life a little bit easier. And I'm doing this podcast because, I know you're busy. All of us are. If I am not working with clients, then, I've got a family of my own to take care of, helping with extended family. My four-legged babies included that are named Nina and Nala. They're the ones that occasionally will wake me up in the middle of the night. And, my husband and daughter, Sydney. So now that you got a little bit about me, let's talk more about just my story and kind of how I got here. So I used to be that mom that sat on the couch and give me your hand raised. I know, even if you're just listening to this, give me a hand raise if you've been that mom sitting on the couch at 2:00 in the morning, probably tears strolling down your face, just like mine was, because I didn't know what else to do to get that baby to sleep. I didn't know what else to do. My daughter's laying in my arms crying, and I have tried everything. Hey, I'm a mom. I make mistakes too. I'm not perfect. I admit parenting is not easy. But when you aren't sure how to do something, what do? You go and seek knowledge. I don't sit around doing the same thing over and over again, expecting the same result. Well, got to do something different. I'm doing this podcast because I know you're busy. All of us are. If I'm not working with clients, I am helping to take care of my own family, my husband, daughter Sydney, helping to take care of extended family, and my four-legged babies, Nina and Nala. They are, of course, the original babies, but they're just the ones that have craziness at 3:00 in the morning. They usually let me sleep through the night, though. But I'm a mom that also admits parenting is not easy. No one knows what to do all the time. So you do the best you can. But when you don't know what to do or how to do something, what do? You go and seek knowledge. Go and learn. I want to share my wisdom with you because, who has time to really read another book or decide at 2:00 in the morning what to do with the 5 million hits you will get on Google with how make my baby sleep? Believe me. 7 years ago, I would have stood on my head for 2 weeks if that's what it would have taken to get my daughter to sleep at night. I tried a few things, sometimes completely ignored the advice that family and friends gave me because some of it absolutely just horrified me, just wasn't comfortable doing. Some things worked, but most of it really just felt like it wasn't right for me. So let me take you back. Picture me. I have a baby who's about 6 months old, and I'm ready to walk off the proverbial building because I am now surviving on about 3 hours of sleep at night, trying to work a 60-hour work week, carrying 2 cell phones as an operations director. To say that I was exhausted was an understatement. I dropped my kid off at daycare at 7 o'clock in the morning, head into the office, work all day long, come home, pick her up at 5 o'clock at night, then try to get home, try to spend a good hour with her before it was time to get her in bed, and get ready for the shenanigans and craziness that was about to ensue for the rest of the night. So finally, after months of this, fast forward a couple of months later, I am finally done. I have survived on so little sleep for so long, and I am done. I just don't know what else to do. Thank goodness that friend, he knows who he is, who has a daughter about 2 weeks older than mine, said, I know someone that can help you. And those couple of words changed me. Finally, somebody knows somebody that can help me. All right, tell me what to do. Okay. Worked with another sleep consultant. And after 3 nights, that little girl slept 10 hours straight. I will still remember that morning for the rest of my life of waking up, rolling over. Mind you, she was in our room, sleeping right next to me in her little crib, that I looked over and she was still sleeping. And my husband said, is she still asleep? And I said, yeah. And he told me to shut up and lay back down to sleep. Right? I will never forget that feeling of sheer joy of my kid is sleeping. And now I get a chance to get some sleep. I became hooked on the idea that I did not have to be a sleep deprived parent for the next 18 years. And I wanted more of it. So, some of you may feel like higher powers are listening. I do believe in things like that. I do believe that the universe is listening. Someone's listening. And you put it out there long enough, it's going to happen. So somebody was listening. But there was something about the timing of that email from one of the best sleep coaches in the world to ask me if I would consider teaching about sleep. Call it a sign, whatever you want to call it. Timing, luck, whatever you want to call it. I took it as a sign and I jumped at the chance. I figured out, this has to be a sign. I am meant for something different. I am done working for someone else. So I decided to train and be mentored under one of the best pediatric sleep experts in the world. And I started Sleep Solutions by Christine. Fast forward now, I've been doing this for 7 years now. Now I'm a certified lactation counselor, so I can understand how to best support new breastfeeding moms and families. So I want to make sure that I am fully breastfeeding friendly when it comes to sleep, because even breastfeeding moms need more sleep as well. I'm happy to say I'm one of the top sleep experts in the world. I'm ranked as a top sleep expert in DC, where I'm based. And, going on 7 years now of working with clients and working with families and changing them for the better. I have, written a lot in online and print, things like Parents Magazine. You may have seen me in romper.com, Ozzy, Vox. I've been on TV and, have worked with countless other sleep experts around the world to expand my knowledge. I want to make sure that I give my clients the best information and options as I possibly can. And most importantly, I'm in the trenches with you as a parent. I said even sleep consultants have rough nights, okay? 3 nights ago, my daughter came in probably sometime between 1 and 3 o'clock in the morning, said she had a bad dream. Okay, how did I handle it? Got her back to sleep in her own bed. She went back to bed And, did I still get enough sleep so that I got up the next morning for my daily workout? Yeah, I did. So, it happens. Sleep consultants have sick kids. Sleep consultants have rough nights. Our kids still get bad dreams once in a while. It happens. I'll teach you how to handle them. But parents, most of the time when they're coming to me, have endured weeks, months, even years of sleep deprivation and nights like that. Having hoped it was going to just get better with time. I mean, nothing really ever got better. Again, you keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, probably not going to happen. So, they've been doing it for a while, and now they're just at their wits' end and want to tell someone how to do it. Stand on their head if you have to, right? So these podcast episodes are going to be actual help and guidance. What works for one family may not work for you. It may not work for another. No two pieces of advice are going to work the same for every child. But maybe that one little thing, just that one little change might be the ticket to a great night of sleep for your kid. And then when your little one sleeps, so do you. So that's why I'm here. But this is just a little bit about me and my new podcast, Help My Kid Won't Sleep. So again, the content's going to be focused mainly on sleep for your family, but I'm going to talk about things like milestones for children, what's normal. It's also about the health and your family's, well-being. I want you to be the best parent possible. I see too often that parents are just so sleep deprived, they can't remember what they had for lunch. So if you're one of those parents that thinks your child needs to sleep more, you want to make changes, and you're ready, I'm here to help because I want you to help to build the best sleeper in the playground. So want to learn more about me? Go head over to my website, https://www.sleepsolutionsbychristine.com. You can learn more about me, read more about my story, read more about how I help families sleep all night long. Hey, thanks for listening to today's episode, and stay tuned for more. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. I'm Christine Stevens, sleep consultant for exhausted parents and your host. Thanks for listening. That about wraps up our show for today. Thanks again for listening to Help My Kid Won't Sleep. Make sure that you like and subscribe so that you get notified for the very next episode that's coming out to help you. If you want to learn more about Christine and how she helps families sleep all night long, go to her website, https://www.sleepsolutionsbychristine.com. Learn more, get free downloads, and see where you can get your help to get your child sleeping all night long. Thanks again, and we'll talk to you next time.